Welcome to the Seica booth here at SMT Connect. I'm delighted to be joined by Luca Corley. Nice to see you again, Luca.
Nice to see you, Trevor, as usual.
Okay, so you got a lot of automation on the booth here at the front of the booth to, I think, basically to demonstrate the capabilities of Seica moving into the smart factory space and the automation. Talk us through some of the products you've got over there.
This year we have brought here our flying probe automated, our vertical flying probe, very famous, I think, the Pilot V8. But the way we present the machine on the booth is together with other equipment built by Seica. There is a Firefly, which is a selective soldering by laser. There is a Dragonfly, which is an AOI inspecting conformal coating, but also 2D through all components, and linked together by some modules. There is a conveyor, there is a repair station where the operator can inspect the faulty boards while the line keeps going, made by Seica Automation. So we talk many times about the ability of Seica to offer automated solution. Here we show in live 3 equipments doing soldering, inspection, test, linked together by conveyors made by Seica.
And you've also got, I know you've got a very interesting board flipper as well, so because you're...
To go from horizontal to vertical.
Correct, yes, so that works in there. So all of this is joined together by your connection system.
Industrial monitoring is the environment we call shoebox, which is basically a little box made by Seica, and this is the result. You can see on the screen. We can monitor through this box ambient parameters like the luminosity, also here in the show. We can measure the temperature, we can measure the humidity, so we can have an idea of the environment where our line is installed. Right. But then every machine can be monitored with the same parameters, power consumption, temperature, humidity. We can have the status of the lights, and we can prevent events. We can give warnings when an event is coming or is already there.
You know, that is incredibly important, and I'll tell you why, because a lot of products are specified in Europe or in the United States and then sent for mass production to Asia.
To other places.
To other places. And the operating environment inside the factory is completely different. So the specification doesn't work. So it's important that you're able to marry these things up and monitor them in real time. It's really important.
Yeah, and we can do that from one place. It could be whenever you like in the world. Of course, it's just one server monitoring different places, different lines, or identical systems doing the same product in 2 different locations. This is very interesting to compare.
So it's super when you get some really good, nice data off of this that you can share with us, because we'd like to talk more about it.
Absolutely, and what we are looking for is not just to provide the hardware or the software. What we're looking for is to provide the information that we can extract from this amount of data, because everybody talks about big data, and in fact everybody has a lot of data, but the secret is to extract the good information from the big amount of data, and Seica is looking to do also this.
Well, that's obviously the roadblock is converting it into actionable data, really. Now, moving around to this side of the stand, I see we've got your robots working to feed your ICT systems. So talk a little bit about this side of the stand and what we're looking at.
Yeah, in fact, this side is also showing automation, but in another way. We have more and more demands of machines that are manual or to be used by an operator initially, and then integrated into an automated solution. So the machine itself is a manual machine, but by adding a cobot or a robot or something similar, the machine becomes an automated machine, even if it's born to be manual. So here you can see small boxes that can be integrated into existing lines, or machines that can have, like in this case, the robot or the cobot provided by Seica and fully integrated hardware-wise and software-wise with the tester.
Right. Okay. So looking over here, you've got another small system over here, which is
It's called Mini.
called Mini. Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell us about Mini.
Mini basically is the smallest tester Seica can produce. Is the heart of each of the Seica testers. Put in a box which is almost the size of an old DVD player, let me say. So you can put it on a table. The secret is, or the philosophy is, give this to designers, give this to the R&D people to start thinking how to test the product they are building or they are designing now. They already have an idea of what could be the capability of the tester that will be deployed in production.
Right.
But in production, of course, they don't need automation. So we give them a summary, a small tester that represents the Seica solution into the line.
I think what's important for designers is to get the data coming back from, not just from the line, but from ICT in these different areas. You know, you said earlier that you're producing a lot more data coming from ICT to go further up the line to help with the line optimization.
Yes.
I think that needs to somehow circle back to the designers so that they're getting informed about what's actually happening and we get closed loop design for manufacturing.
Yes, and speaking about that, when you mention ICT, many people are probably thinking about test, about in-circuit test, about bed of nails, but ICT today can be done also through Flying Probe. We have already installed base where the Flying Probe has completely replaced the in-circuit test.
Really?
And getting data from the Flying Probe for the designers, it's really strategic because you can speed up the process of going from the prototype to the final product. Because with the Flying Probe, today you do the prototype, tonight you test, tomorrow morning you have the feedback.
It's incredible. And it's getting faster all the time, isn't it?
It's getting faster and faster.
So, final product before we leave you, look at, is in the corner here. I see you have a portable test unit. So, tell us the thinking behind that.
It's called the cube because it looks like a cube and basically is one step ahead for our Mini. The first step after our Mini is on the bench or on the desk of the designer is to put it into production, and we have to add maybe a couple of instruments or an external PC, and the cube is the perfect solution. We take the Mini, we put into a bigger box on wheels, and we can physically carry.
Anywhere on the board.
Exactly.
Right. Great idea. You're always coming out with new innovations. So
we try to be different and to come with something new because our customers want always something new. Everybody wants something new every day.
well, great to see you're keeping ahead of it. Thank you for joining us today, Luca.
Thank you very much, Trevor. See you next time.